I'm Chris Profit, Director of Communication for the City of Westfield, and we're starting our new series and our second week into this. It's called Mondays with the Mayor, where we discuss all things important to the people of Westfield. And joining me this morning, as always, is Mayor Andy Cook. Good morning, Mayor. Let's begin today with Senate Bill 245 because it has some pretty good implications for Grand Park. The fund would be managed by the Indiana Sports Corp, which is a not-for-profit that hosts sporting events across Indiana. Here's the thing, at least 25% of the funds in this proposed bill would be required for events that are hosted outside of Marion County. What could that mean for Grand Park?
It could mean a whole lot, especially in the future. And I say that, we kind of led the nation in youth sports with our facility, with our organization. We are the destination of family youth sports, recognized all across America. Well, it's been very successful. It's built a commercial tax base that it was intended to build. It brings a lot of people here. It brings a lot of notoriety to this little city of Westfield, if you will. It's serving its purpose well. Well, what happens when you do something well? Other people want to do the same thing. And more we see facilities opening up across America. So far, nothing as grand as Grand Park, but it's going to happen someday. And of course, our goal will always be to be the best that there is. With that being said, our market that we attract are tournaments, whether it be soccer, it could be lacrosse, it could be football. We've had archery out there, we have frisbee out there, and a lot of these are organized tournaments that, as they grow with the additional facilities across the country, having them play a tournament here in Westfield becomes competitive. Just like landing a new business here, we often have to compete with other communities with assistance and with tax incentives and so on. And that's where this whole industry is going. And some of the states are already ahead of us. Texas, for example, has a statewide sports incentive program that we don't have here. There's a lot of activity going on in the legislature. Senator Kyle Walker, I want to thank him, has been very interested in expanding or even developing this concept for us to develop the mechanism and a fund where it would allow us to compete with other states for these valuable tournaments that dump a lot of money in our communities.
How competitive is it right now?
It's becoming more and more competitive all the time. Right now, we do well. We've gotten by pretty much without having to get involved in this. Where we have, our Hamilton County Tourism Bureau has been very helpful to us, but their funds are somewhat limited. With this proposal to bring 25% of this fund outside of Marion County, and I understand the Marion County need, they're in the very same boat with all of the high-class tournaments they put on there in basketball, football, everything else. But on the youth sports side, yes, we can use that kind of help.
I want to switch topics to public safety because that's always important in any city, anywhere in the country. We're talking about Fire Station 81 breaking ground soon, and then we're looking at a new police headquarters in Westfield as well. Why is there that need?
Well, being one of the fastest growing cities in Indiana, those are the kind of needs that we're going to develop. We've been able to be very, very efficient and frugal in that in the last 15 years. We're still working out of the same fire and police headquarters building that, gosh, I think maybe we had maybe 20 officers when we first started, and today we have over 70. Same building. So we've gotten a lot of use out of our facilities. We are under construction, hopefully next month, with relocating our fire headquarters in Station 81. And on the fire side, we have added one fire station in the last 15 years. And our projection, and it's a very scientific projection as to how many you need, where exactly is it located strategically. We're going to need one more station. We're going to need Station 84. And I'd like very much to see that well planned and underway in the next couple of years.
There were, from what we understand, there were just over 4,000 runs for fire alone last year. What does that say to you about this need?
We need it a lot. A fire department is a little bit of a misnomer. About 70% of our runs are medical. And people, when they need medical services, they want it now. And our goal is a 4-minute from the time you call to we're at your door. But with our growth every year, we stretch that. And so it is my responsibility to stay ahead of the needs of our public safety agencies.
You say you're looking for input also from the public. You want to hear from them.
We do, and what we have here in Westfield is an absolute top public safety agencies, and our people don't take it for granted. They appreciate that. I think it's a huge vote by the number of people that are flocking to move to this city. They recognize the importance of public safety. So yes, we would love to hear, as with the council, they have to make the decisions on this funding. They would love to hear from you as to how do you feel about how we're doing with public safety? What can we do better? And there's a lot of innovative things that we'll discuss in future talks, Chris, that will point out the advances that our public safety people are making to meet the needs and the future needs of the safety of our people here in Westfield.
It's called Mondays with the Mayor. We appreciate your time today, Mayor. We'll see you next week.